Comedy show. Backline. 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 Comedy show. It's one of the oldest Zoom shows in the world. From Omaha, Nebraska. Natalie on tech. Woo! Our producer. And our host, Brooke Barcel. Backline. Comedy show. Backline. Comedy show. Backline. Comedy show. Backline. Comedy show. Yeah. Here's Brooke.
Oh, hi. Hello. Woo! That was our own custom theme song by Ian Ryland Smith. Let's put your hands together for him. Yeah, if you run an open mic or a Zoom show, just send him a message. You can custom make your own for a small fee, and it'll be so rad. It'll be so cool. No two are the same. Okay, anywho, joke time.
Yeah.
Try to get it on your computer.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a substitute teacher. I know, right? You had me pegged for a dom. No, I'm a sub. I was subbing at a Catholic school, and I learned something today. I didn't grow up Catholic, so I didn't know. But apparently, Mary was born without the original sin curse or something. Like everyone got it but her. What? Like she was perfect. Okay, a lot of pressure on her. Okay, and so like it was a video. I had to play this video for 30 minutes for these middle schoolers, and it's cartoons. I can't even, okay. She's like, I'm so wet. I'm so soaked. I am just so, and they're like, how wet are you? She's like, I am just so wet. They're like, that's what happens when you're out in the rain, you know? Like, and then they're like, Mary had an umbrella, you know? So everybody got wet but Mary.
Yeah.
Like, that's messed up. Like, come on, give her something. And like, have you looked at that, Mary? Have you looked at it? Like, have you seen what it looks like with the hood and all the folds of her gown? Like, am I the only one that sees vulva? Like right there on the little clit, that's her head. Guarantee you that thing's been real wet. I don't know, real wet. I've been doing meditating just to try to stay sane through all of this, and it's good. It helps me a lot, but something's been confusing me. My yoga teacher, he's like, you know, don't judge your thoughts, you know, don't cling to your thoughts, don't obsess over your thoughts, don't fuck your thoughts. How dare he get in between me and my bitches? And then he says that my thoughts aren't even real. Oh, Lord. The other day, I was like super, super, super deep in a thought.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yes. I'm sorry, that's probably inappropriate. I'm Brooke Barcel. I'm from Backline Comedy. Thank you so much. This would be nice, but I'm not going anywhere. Okay, all right. We're having an open mic. Everyone does 3 minutes. It's adult comedy. You know, none of this is binding. You know, words aren't forever. They don't go on and on and on. We got a list. It's over here. All right. On deck, it's either Desiree or Newman or maybe Steven. Our first comedian, he's from New York. He's fantastic. He's funny. He's real. I'm not going to hype it up too much, but I should. You know what I mean? Please put your hands together for Ralph Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Thank you. Give it up for Brooke.
Hell yeah, this is Backline comedy, baby. Tipsy motherfucking Tuesday. We're getting into this knee deep. Knee deep. Yeah, Brooke was talking about advice from her therapist. Yeah, my therapist said the same thing. She said, stop getting into your thoughts. Stop getting into your thoughts. It's terrible. And I said, my thoughts and condolences. That's it. Who doesn't love a good sexy wordplay joke? Yeah. Oh, words are sexy. Words are very sexy. You know what's sexy? I started dating someone new, and that's real sexy to me. I started dating someone new, and it's wild because they have a kid, and that's a lot of changes for me. It's a lot of changes, Brooke, because in less than 6 months, I went from being single to being someone's boyfriend to now being mommy's special friend. Like, I'm known as Uncle Ralphie to someone that's not my niece or nephew. Dating is different because I'm in my 30s. And when you're in your 20s and you're dating someone new, it's a lot of sex all the time. But when you're in your 30s, dating someone new, it's a lot of talking all the time. It's nonstop talking, but it's fun because when you get older, you get turned on about finding out about the other person. Their tics are your turn-ons. And we love to play the question and answer game. We love it as adults. It's our favorite game. We love to find out about the person that we're with. And we love to ask the questions that we really don't want to know the answers to. Like how many people you've slept with. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why? Like we want to know, but we're all set. Like we want to know the facts, but we also love a good mystery. Why do we torment ourselves? And we know that whatever answer they give, it's never good enough or believable. Like first off, girls know not to give guys their true number because they know that most guys can't handle it. Like guys want a low number, but my question is why? Why would a guy want someone that has no experience in the bedroom? Not me. Not me. I don't want low numbers. I want the hoe from high school. Don't come into my bedroom with that weak JV bullshit. Practice makes perfect. You want to make varsity? Well, face down and put your leg over your shoulder. I'm into some kinky stuff. Like, I want a girl that's got some notches on her belt. So when she takes it off, she can choke me with it. Like, that's why I've never understood what the fascination is with Muslim men wanting to be martyrs so they can get 72 virgins in the afterlife. 72 virgins? That sounds like 72 problems to me. That sounds like 72 dead fishes. That sounds like 72 times of hearing, ouch, ouch, you're on my hair. It's their version of heaven and my version of hell. You guys are great. Thank you.
72 is 3 too many, but one more round of applause for Ralph Anthony.
Woo.
Everyone's doing their math. 72, take away 3, 71, 70, 69.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There we go. All right. I still do not see Miss Desiree. Hopefully she comes here soon. On deck is Stephen Douglas. I saw you. Our next comedian. He's hilarious. He's from Santa Clara. Please put your hands together for Newman. Woo!
So I'm 20 right now, and Ralph said that dating in your 20s is just a lot of sex. I'm going to disagree with that statement. Dating in your 20s is just like dating in your 20s is just taking a lot of pictures with different Snapchat filters on. It's not anything fun. I don't know if that was like an old thing, but. So when I was growing up, my mom was like really strict with like what I was supposed to watch. Like every time I try to watch something new, she'd always like consult like the IMDb parent guide. And the IMDb parent guide is basically this website which divides like all the content in a show into like 4 categories. It's like violence, sex, profanity, and like frightening scenes, or as I like to call them, the 4 essentials to an Eminem song. Yeah, and I'll admit, like, the Parents Guide is a helpful thing for like certain movies, but there are movies that I don't think like really need a Parents Guide. Like The Human Centipede has a Parents Guide. I want to know which parent is out there looking at the title of the movie thinking, wow, let me just make sure that movie's inappropriate for my 8-year-old, you know? Maybe it's a superhero movie, who knows? Also, like, did you know they made 3 Human Centipede movies? And can we agree just how American as shit that is?
No.
The first one's obviously a mistake, but then we just saw that concept and we're like, we can try that 2 more times. There's definitely something there. Yeah, I believe that like you can always find something to respect about different groups of people, even if they like even if you like completely disagree with them. Like religious people, they have a lot of like devotion. Vegans are very compassionate. The KKK, great laundry skills. Like, say what you want about their beliefs, but those sheets are like really, really clean. Even anti-maskers, like if you think about it, like they have a lot of self-esteem, you know? Like millions of people are dying, but these people think they're so attractive. They're like, these guys just need to see my skincare routine, you know? That's the level of self-esteem I aspire towards. I know astrology is really big right now. And I know like a lot of people believe in it. Personally, I don't. And that's because I believe in like Panda Express fortune cookies, you know, like that shit is always on point. I know what they are. Like, I don't know if it's like, maybe it's like a corporate thing. I don't know, but they're always like so positive and uplifting. I guess it'd be weird to pay for like a Panda Express meal and get like a threat instead. You know, you just open your fortune cookie and it's like, watch your back. Like, they always have to. I guess I'll just end it there.
Newman, Crispy Newman on Instagram. I might say this a couple times throughout the night, but put your Instagram and stuff in the chat here for all of us comedian people, and then on the live stream for the people that are watching. Make some friends, get some followers, make yourself feel good about yourself, all of that stuff. That was really fun. On deck, Eduardo Soto. Yeah. And then Ira, will you let me know if we hear from Miss Desiree ever? Thank you. Thank you. Our next comedian from Bangor, Maine, promoting love, happiness, and laughter. Please put your hands together for Stephen Douglas.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? So good to be here. I love being here. You guys are a wonderful crowd. I'd like to thank Brooke for being our host. You are fantastic. So today's word of the day is legs. Let's spread the word and give everybody some happiness. Oh man, I had a whole set list read up and my computer's acting all funny and I can't get any of my stuff. So I'm going to try to wing some of the stuff that I remember writing.
The bird.
Oh yeah, this is baby. He's my little buddy.
Oh.
He does Pop Goes the Weasel, and he does the Andy Griffin theme, and he clucks like a chicken when he wants to. Let me see. Man, this is so hard when you ain't got your set list here in front of you. I am wicked sorry. This has never happened to me before. I've had all my stuff up and ready, and my computer is acting like a booger. It just will not let me get what I need. Well, how about I just tell you a couple jokes off the cuff that I've heard recently. So little Johnny was standing on the side of the road, had a clear bottle of liquid shaking, and a pastor was walking by and said, "What you got there, son?" Little Johnny said, "Well, pastor, this is the most powerful liquid in the world." Pastor says, "Oh yeah, what is it?" He said, "Well, it's turpentine." Pastor said, "No, son, that ain't the most powerful liquid in the world." He reached in his pocket and he pulled out a bottle of holy water. He said, "Son, this is holy water." He said, "This is the most powerful liquid in the world. If you put this on a pregnant woman's belly, she'll pass a nice, healthy baby in 9 months." Little Johnny looked at him and said, "Pastor, that ain't shit. You put 3 drops of this on a cat's asshole, he'll pass a motorcycle." Oh, man. So, let me see. Oh, you know what? I was wondering if they crossbred a cat and a dog had cat's paws, could he climb a tree? I was wondering if they could do kind of crazy stuff like that. Whatever would happen. Let's see. I lost my whole set list. This is making me madder. And, yeah, I am just frustrated because I don't have my set list in front of me. I am wicked sorry. Crap. What a bummer that. Oh, you know what? I wanted to tell you. This is something I want to tell y'all. I just remember. So I wanted to start off by telling y'all I'm bisexual, and we have to spell that B-U-Y. So when I take my wife out and I buy her dinner, I get sexual favors. When I take my wife out to a movie, I buy her popcorn and jujubes, I get sexual favors. If I buy my wife a dozen roses, I get sexual favors. When I go out and I buy my wife an 8-inch dildo, well, I don't get sexual favors. But she's a good sport with that. You know, she does what she does all the time. She puts super glue on it, sticks it to the wall with the rest of them that I got in her in the past. That always makes fun company when the company comes over and you hang their coat up on it. And when they get ready to leave, they go grab it, take it off, and they see a dildo slapping them in the face.
Time. Woo! All right, everyone, put your hands together for Stephen Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're running the clock at 3 minutes. If we go over, then we won't get a lightning round. And I know you were flustered because you didn't have your set because of your computer. But just seeing you with your bird,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fantastic, Stephen. Like, I used to have my set list, and then sometimes I would write it, and then I would try to trick myself. Like, we're all in different spots, right? I think every one of us can relate to that for sure. One more round of applause for Stephen, everyone. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, Stephen and Newman and Ralph, like, you'll see a lot of these people, they've been coming week after week after week. Like I was saying at the beginning, we got this really cool family. When things become regular again, we can have a really fun tour. Yeah, we can meet up and stuff and do comedy and make the world laugh.
Oh yeah.
Jenny's on deck. Jenny's on deck. Our next comedian. Let me look. Yeah. Cool. He's from Chicago. He's really cool. Please put your hands together for Ed Soto.
Yeah.
You're awesome, bro. Thank you. I'm jealous of your painting in the back. I have bear in the back of my wall. I feel like I'm in a prison cell, but I'm just jealous. I just want your painting. Thanksgiving was great this year for my family because it was just my stepdad and my mom. It was really nice. Previous years we would invite other relatives, and you would at least expect them to bring something like, I don't know, some pie or a cake or even a case of a 6-pack, you know? But what they brought was tin foil in the plate. I'm like, you're going for leftovers. Like, you can't go to 7-Eleven and get a can of Coke, like, here. I know you're stingy, but at least get something to say, you know what? I'm thinking about you guys. Here's a 89-cent can of Coke from 7-Eleven. Like, thank you so much. At least I would have took that. No, tin foil, a plate, and I think I saw a plastic fork bent this way. I'm like, were you chewing on it, getting over you? Were you that hungry? So I'm like, I'm glad they did not come. Thank goodness. Unfortunately, my drunken uncle wasn't there because then we'd be taking bets how long it would take before he would fall on the floor holding his beer. So we didn't get to play that game this year, but maybe Christmas. We don't know. You know, that's our entertainment. Brooke was talking about teaching. Online teaching is one thing about online teaching I learned is that you actually get to see the parents how they really are. You know, as a teacher, parents go, "Oh, teacher, you're so nice. You're so, oh my God, my boy likes you, my girl likes you." I'm thinking to myself, you're a boy and you're a girl, a bunch of dumbasses. But yes, they're great children, whatever. And it's funny, I'll never forget this one parent. I thought he was not aware that the camera was there and we're teaching the kid how to read. He was rolling up I'm like, what is he rolling up? I'm like, what is it? I'm like, if you look at the length of it, the thickness, that's a blunt right there. You know, can we say that's a blunt? Like, yeah. Everyone was like in shock. I'm like, I'm not in shock. As a matter of fact, I buy weed from this man. So why are you guys shocked about him? You know what I mean? So I mean, I saw that. And also, I also saw like, I'll never forget this mom, crazy. She had WAP in the background while I'm trying to teach the kid how to do add and subtraction. All I heard is my wet ass, something like that. Whoa, hold up now. We're not in that lesson yet. Relax there, mom. We'll get there later. I need to teach your kid how to add 3 plus 2. She's like, well, I'm like, ooh, little intense there, amiga. And then she's giving me her number like, no. As a matter of fact, I took her mom's number, like, so when you add these numbers, what do you get? And mom goes, what ass pussy? You know what? I'm done with you, mom. Meet me at 3:30 at my place, you know. So that's my time, you guys. You guys were wonderful. Thank you so much.
Woo! Okay, Eduardo doesn't make it here every week, and I don't push you all to come here every week. But when he does, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right, on deck is Tyler. Tyler, fucking funny Fowler. Anywho, our next comedian, also funny. Saw her earlier. She's still on the moon. I don't know how she does it. Please put your hands together for Jenny Mann.
Thanks, Brooke. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I'm coming back from the moon. I recently bought a smart reusable notebook. So I was reading the instructions. And you know what's weird? The last line said, do not microwave. So I can't help but think the only reason why they found the need to put this in the instructions would be that a lot of people have done it. These people, they bought this notebook and started flipping it, and then suddenly an irresistible idea came to mind. Oh, I gotta go microwave this thing. Is that what's happening? So I Googled and found that this company actually sells a microwavable notebook for $21.49. You can find it on Amazon right now, straight from their page. No more wasting paper. Notebook can be reused by simply microwaving. And you gotta wonder about the guy who invented this notebook. What went through his head at the moment of idea conception? Let me see. I want to create a notebook where people can erase and reuse. How should I have them erase? With an eraser? Boring. Well, I've got an idea that nobody would think of in a million years. I'm going to make people microwave it. Genius. So I just know this is something that my whole family's going to want one. So I was looking through the Q&A on Amazon, and here's a question from Kathleen. Is this notebook fire resistant? Yes, as long as you put a cup of water on top when you microwave, it will not catch on fire. But results may vary. Even if it does catch on fire, the content will still be erased, as our product advertising has promised. Okay, yeah, that definitely gave me peace of mind. And here's another question. My microwave isn't big enough for the book to rotate. Do I have alternatives besides bringing it to a friend's larger microwave? Somebody replied, I would say rotate it by 90 degrees in 30-second increments. So you're telling me there's not enough room to rotate every second, there will be enough room to rotate every 30 seconds. Listen, if a king size bed doesn't fit in your Mini Cooper, you can rotate it as much as you want, it's still ain't gonna fit. That's my time, everyone. Thank you.
Jenny Mann, been here like 3 weeks in a row now, fitting right in. I love it, I love it, I love it.
I started a new YouTube channel. If you guys can subscribe, that'd be great. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat and then put it on the live stream, because the people that are on the live stream can't see our secret chats.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all seriously for being you, for number one. If you were being somebody else, you wouldn't be quite as awesome. You wouldn't be quite as funny. And also, like, trying to find the funny during all of this chaos, making it a priority to share it and to get it out. Like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. On deck is Michael Cooper. Gosh, this is like an awesome room. I got goosebumps. Damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna cry, I promise. All right. Woo! From Chicago, really, really funny. Please put your hands together for Tyler fucking funny Fowler.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Keep it going for Brooke. Wow, Brooke is the best host. She is so positive. Whenever I see someone who's that excited about open mic comedy, I'm like, who hurt you? This is amazing. You are so happy. That is incredible. Well, I'm glad you're letting us all bask in the glory of it. So thank you. What a fun time we're having, you guys. How about I bring the mood down a little bit? So this year, almost 100,000 people came forward and said they were molested in the Boy Scouts, which is objectively a terrible thing. But people were shocked that there were so many pedophiles in the Boy Scouts. And I'm like, boy is in the name. Like, obviously, that's where they went, right? Like, people, I don't understand the shock that so many Scoutmasters turned out to be creeps. I'm like, yeah, you made kids call them master, for starters. I think that has something to do with it. You mean the guys whose idea was the short shorts? Yeah, I think they might have had something going on.
Oh.
I don't know. People say the Boy Scouts tried to cover up the abuse. And from what I remember, they were pretty upfront about it. For example, on my first day as a Boy Scout, they made you watch a video on how to spot a pedophile. And the Boy Scouts motto is be prepared. And in retrospect, I'm like, for what? What are you telling us to be prepared for? I don't like this at all. I don't know. I think the problem is that they showed the same video to the adults that they showed the kids. So it ended up being kind of like a how-to guide. It was like a, so you want to touch kids for dummies kind of video. You know, they're taking notes like be nice to them, buy them gifts, be prepared. I don't know. It's just not very, you're right. That was a little too long for a pedophile joke, but thank you for sitting through it. You guys are polite. This is the thing. I started doing comedy because I needed a hobby. This is going to come as a shock. I'm not a very athletic guy. And I know you're thinking, what? But your body. How do you do that? So I was looking for a hobby, but sports were out as a hobby because I'm not athletic. And you have to otherwise have no personality in order for a sport to be your hobby. And that doesn't work for me. So I picked up comedy, but now comedy is my job, which is great, but it still leaves me without a hobby. So I'm nervous now, like trying to pick up a new hobby, because what if I'm so good at it, it becomes my career? Like, what if I just casually pick up crocheting and next thing you know, I have to make scarves the rest of my life? Like, I have to be very careful. I also think hobbies are overrated because hobbies are just things you're not very good at. And also a hobby is like a thing that you have to fill the void in life left by the shitty job that you have. Like, you make origami because you couldn't make anything of your life. So now you have to pick up this hobby. I think in general, just overrated. But I'm glad that I chose comedy in retrospect, because like if I had picked model trains or something like that, I would currently be living in like a miniature world with a miniature wife and kids, sending them off to miniature school every day. I'm too into any one thing. I don't know. I relate too much to like people who like the kind of person who parks their SUV in the driveway because their garage is full of 3-inch tall mini Corvettes. You know, like it's just like people laugh at me and laugh at them for two very different reasons. And I'd like to keep it that way. 3 minutes on the dot. I'm Tyler. Thanks, you guys.
Tyler Fowler, everyone. I don't know if, am I frozen? Are we okay? Yeah, we're frozen. It's just awkward for a second. I was gonna say, no one hurt me that bad. I'm just really overly excited about everything. On deck is Ashwin. Ashwin, you were on deck. Our next comedian from Chicago. He's been coming here since probably March. Probably one of the first funny faces I met. Please put your hands together for Michael Cooper.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Hey, I hope y'all are doing good. Listen, I've been thinking about how we can get rid of some of the income inequality. And after I got through all the very illegal but very useful ideas, I did come up with one thing that we can all do, and that is this. If you're poor like I am, don't fuck rich people. Just don't. If you must fuck a rich person, please make sure it's better for you than it was for them.
Yeah.
For once. Seriously, anybody here ever gotten head from a rich person? Well, I guess during the French Revolution they did. I mean, It was just rolling right down the street. I don't know. I'm just saying, why should they get to come and retire at a reasonable age? If I have to choose between healthcare and food, you have to choose between exploring your kinks and a 401k. Somebody this, and they said to me, they said, Mike, you seem a little bit like a misanthrope, a misanthropic person, someone who hates everyone. I don't think that's fair because I like one person. Here's who that person is. Y'all know on them golf courses where all those rich folks hang out at? Whoever it was decided to put alligators out there.
Ah.
I like them.
Ah.
I like the way they think. I am a socialist. I'm an anarcho-socialist. I'm also an alcoholic. And I just wish folks understood that when you're both of those things, Molotov cocktails can be very conflicting.
Mm.
It's like, it feels like a waste either way, I'm sorry, I forget, like, this might be streaming on Facebook, and I understand in today's world, in today's political climate, we got to be careful what we say. When I'm talking about the Molotov cocktails, that is a joke. Because that's not how you make Molotov cocktails. Yes, you use a beer or a liquor bottle, okay? But you actually remove the liquor and replace it with, okay, here's how you make Molotov cocktails. Wait, sorry, wrong meeting. Just in case I broke any laws, I've been Jared Kushner. Have a good night.
I was like, that's not his name. That's not Jared Kushner. Wait a minute. How did he? And then I'm like, joke that I don't get. Please put your hands together for Michael Cooper. Yeah, feels good to move a little bit, right? Right? I know you have to sit still, but try not to just sit still, okay? Do a little wiggles. All right, on deck now is Michael Clare, our next comedian from New Delhi. He's pretty freaking fun. Please put your hands together for Ashwin Singh.
Woo!
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm lonely. I'm lonely enough that you could put me in a room with 4 KKK members and I'd be like, hang on, let's not judge them by their cover. Get to know their personality. I don't understand meth heads wearing masks. 'Cause if you die now, that's a better reason to die than you ever had before. How come all the other generations get to fuck like rabbits in their 20s and I have to sit inside with my dick gathering dust? I feel like I'm living in my wine cellar. I saw a marketing ad the other day for a drone. It's like, this drone has all these features. It takes off like this and it lands. And I was like, that's just saying the drone does what it's supposed to do. Like, what if you saw an ad for a plane that was like, it takes off and it lands? It's like saying, buy this thing because it does what it's supposed to do. So does suicide. I wanted to die. I tried to kill myself. Now I'm dead. It works. Would it help you laugh at that joke if you knew I've tried to kill myself? Yeah, I was doing very bad at my engineering degree, so I tried it. My dad called me in the middle of the night, like really angry. He's like, "You can't do anything right."
Oh.
I have a way to try to kill yourself that works. Because see, if someone walks in on you when you're trying that, they can call the police on you, so it'll stop working. But if you're masturbating while you do it, that's kink shaming, and that's not okay. My best friend is a white woman. She has a zest for life that I don't understand. She's so happy she bursts into random accents while I'm in the car with her, like, haha, that's funny. And I'm like, Kendra, it's hard enough for me to explain to my mom why my best friend is a white girl I'm not having sex with. Last thing I need in a confined space with a white person is to hear the sounds of my colonizers. Do you know that the word loot comes from Hindi? They took it into the English language. They stole something that means what you get from stealing. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Ashwin, thank you so much. Very, very funny. Y'all are hilarious, honestly. This is so fun. People are like, why? I don't know. I don't know why you're so funny. Just don't stop, okay? Just keep it up. Keep it up. On deck is Mari, our next comedian, or Maury. Maury is on deck. Our next comedian, okay, he's got a 3-liner here. I guess it's all a lie, but it's going to be funny. His friend Maddie works his ass off in the IT department of his company. The guy puts his heart into his work, but he's still super underappreciated at work. I strongly advocate for Matthew Allen Wall to be promoted, ideally to a leadership position with a 5-figure salary. Cool. Please put your hands together for Michael Clare.
Look, I don't think anyone did it because I don't think anyone understands that there could be another idea besides promotion than talking about your 5 Instagrams, whatever these kids talk about nowadays. I want to talk about, and I don't know if the younger folks remember this, but there was a time, in February when like there was news that wasn't coronavirus related and president related. And I want to take you back to that golden era and one of my favorite news stories of this past year, which was the Harvey Weinstein trial with the 3 guilty convictions, 2 acquittals, but so we can clap for that. We can clap for that. Yeah, the guilties, not the rape acquittals, the guilties. Definitely clap for that. That's it's a nice moment. And one of my favorite things to come out of the trial was a quote from the court illustrator, the court artist who's responsible for drawing him every day. And she said, the exact quote was, she about like how he physically deteriorated over the course of it. Let me pull it up. It's, I liked that he was all lumpy. It gave me a lot to work with. It's easier for me to draw lumpy people than smooth, perfect people. I'm used to drawing people with nice complexion, not pieces of lumpy shit like Harvey Weinstein. The perfect people that she may be speaking of, and this is totally true. This woman's also drawn El Chapo, Not Gotti, and Bill Cosby. So Harvey Weinstein does not have the complexion of one William Cosby. Oh, he's I'm also hoping that they bring back evidence that they left out of this past trial. There's a lot of things they didn't cover. My favorite part being that he made advances towards a woman at the bottom of a restaurant. When she refused him, he ejaculated into a potted plant. Like I just want to see these $1 million lawyers try to like turn that one, like. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you can tell, Mr. Weinstein is not a monster or a predator, because a monster or predator would have attacked that woman. He chose to turn and masturbate into a potted plant. as a classy gentleman would do. That's Harvey Weinstein, thinking outside the box. That's why he got where he is today, folks. God, I did this whole time with holding a 6-week-old in my hand.
Oh.
Cheers to me. Thanks. Have a good rest of your night.
Aw. Wow.
Michael James, everyone. I don't think he meant to say cheers to me to himself at the end, but yeah, cheers to you. You're the baby.
From you guys.
I try to write Cosby jokes, but every time I try to write one, I fall asleep. Okay, on deck now is Matt Lipari. So he's new to this mic, and then our next comedian is also new to this mic. So if you're here all the time, unmute yourself. Just be ready to support the new people. So from Diamond Bar, California.
Yeah.
Please put your hands together for Mari Heeg.
Hi there. Oh, it's nice to be on here. You know, this is not really where I live. The background is just kind of fake, like fake news. So, you know, this COVID times is really wacko. You know, it's really crazy. And they say, you know, you should hug a cow to feel better. Why would I hug a cow? You know, I kind of like not hugging everybody. Every time you go up to them, you go like, eh. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. But I get really confused a lot. Like, for instance, the signs at the restaurant say drive-through. So I drove my car through the building. And I don't know what happened. Everybody was so upset. And then all the social distancing stuff, you know, like the zoo. You go to the zoo and it said social distance. So I thought I would do a big favor for these poor monkeys. So I jumped in their cage and I tried to separate those monkeys. And boy, did I get arrested for that. That was terrible. They were very upset. I don't get it. Well, another thing that's funny, you know, people on Facebook, they always post themselves with their dogs. And I put up there, you need to show the dog more. And and I said, no offense. Well, it still didn't work out. They were upset. And, you know, Facebook is popular even more now because you have more time on your hands, you know. So back to the dogs now. They show dogs licking babies a lot. And I see it's really bad for the dogs because they're getting too much salt intake. It's a bad thing. Let me see. Yeah, also I play violin, by the way. And a long time ago, I was asked to play a solo in Carnegie Hall. Woo! Thank you. Oh, turns out it was Carnegie Deli. Been closed for many years. That was a real bummer. But then I was also asked to play solo with the LA Phil, which is cool. If everybody remembers what LA Phil is anymore. But it ends up LA Phil's the homeless guy in the corner. And he was dead, you know, so I know I wrote a tribute song to him and it's a cover. It goes like this, it's a dead man's party. One more. Yeah, I noticed that I could sing, so whatever you're thinking, don't think. But anyway, and then I decided I was going to get a link for concerts because you can't go anymore. I really want to hear concerts, you know. So I got the perfect link. It comes every 2 minutes with coughs and programs rattling. Let's hear it for the concert hall. Woo. Bye. Have a good day.
Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice having you. You're welcome to come back anytime that you would like.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome. You can put your like Instagram in the chat here. People can follow you. A lot of people that are in this room run open mics. They run shows. A lot of them are like different. Like David's in here. He has a newcomer open mic. Just lots of different stuff. So connect. We're all like our little dots, right?
Hey.
You don't want to wander way over there. You gotta get connected. Okay. On deck now is Virginia. Virginia is on deck. Our next comedian, also first time. Please put your hands together from New York. Yeah.
Yep.
From New York. Put your hands together for Matt Lapari.
Thank you. I did a lot of weird stuff on the internet when I was younger. Like when I was 11, I got involved in a pyramid scheme online and I lost all my money. But it was cool because I was 11, so that was like $15. It wasn't even a good pyramid scheme. There was no product. It was just like you have to get people to sign up and then you have to get them to sign people up. And I found out about it from this German guy on YouTube. And he had like 10 views on each of his videos, which wasn't a red flag to me. I was like, wow, I'm getting in early on these secrets. This is a great, legitimate business. In hindsight, I feel kind of bad now because the German guy was like 40 years old making videos about pyramid schemes on YouTube. This man's life was in shambles. I feel like my $15 was a charity donation to get his life back on track. But I paid money to join, and then you had to buy advertising space to get other people to join. And somehow I got one guy from India to sign up under me, which was really exciting. I was like, wow, I really ruined this guy's life. But I never got any money because they scammed me, obviously. But looking back, it was a positive experience because I feel like now I'll never fall for another pyramid scheme. Like I had a friend who fell for one recently selling knives, and he asked me to join. I'm like, no, I already lost my pyramid scheme virginity. You're not going to get me with that shit anymore. I don't believe in lasers. Not a religious way or anything. I think lasers just do too many things that don't make any sense. Like they have a laser. They have both laser hair removal and laser hair growth therapy. You know, that's kind of suspicious, right? There's also laser pointers, and then people say if you get hit in the eye with one of those, you lose your eyesight. At the same time, there's laser eye surgery, and you get hit in the eye with one of those, you get 20/20 vision. So, you know, is it magic? Probably. I have no explanation. I've also done zero actual research on this subject whatsoever, so I'm pretty qualified. I think if I spread a rumor that lasers created the coronavirus, I could get at least one person to believe me. So that's my New Year's resolution. You'll be seeing the ads on Facebook soon. There's a lot of controversy over eating bats, and I don't really think eating a bat is that bad. I just have a problem with the way people are eating them. Like every video I've seen of someone eating a bat shows them cooking the entire thing, and then they just pick it up and take a bite out of it like it's an apple. You know, like all the other Chinese dishes are chopped up in a nice sauce, but for some reason the recipe for bat is just drop it in a pot of boiling water and then bite its head off on camera. Like I feel like if they were eating Kung Pao bat, no one would have connected bats to COVID. Like they'd be investigating the Wuhan market and they would see people eating regular looking food and just walk right by. But instead they went to the market and saw a bunch of people chomping into bat wings like lizards. And they're like, yep, it is definitely the bats. That's what it is. All right, 5 seconds left. Thank you guys. That's it.
Yeah, that's Matt. That's Matt. That's it. That's it. He's just bat crazy. Just a little bat crazy. That was really funny, Matt. Thank you for being here. We are in Omaha, but a lot of us are scattered all over the place. We're like a bunch of lost sheep that found home in one another virtually, not in a weird way. Kind of sounded weird how I said it, but our next on deck is AJ, but our next comedian, second time here, I believe. Fabulous energy. I think y'all are really gonna like her. I met her through Sauced in the City, which is with Brenda Brown. If you don't know who they are, look them up. Very, very fun shows. Please put your hands together for Virginia Diaz Harper. Woo! Ow!
Hey everybody, man, I've been taking notes. You guys are fucking crazy. I love it. Let me just do a joke for three minutes, if you don't mind, based on my observations. Okay, first one up, we have Ed Wop Wop. Well, you know what? As long as the turkey was wet as poultry, it's all good. And we got Jenny Man, girl. You know, I try to stuff everything in that microwave to dry. Babies, please don't put them in the microwave.
Yeah.
Tyler Fowler. Boy Scout molesting. You know, they always talk about molesting being a bad thing, and it is. It really is. But you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be touched. I didn't want to touch myself. I was lazy. For lazy boys. Okay, let's see.
Oh.
We had a Seinfeld. Newman, that's what I got my reference from. Newman was talking about Panda Express, and he was talking about all the little fortunes and stuff. Well, you know what? There's crazy mother. She keeps her fortune. So let's pick one for the group today, collectively. All right. Courage and optimism are your best traits.
Yes.
So whoever can receive that. Look at that. See, I'm unmedicated, so the hands are shaking. I need more weed. All right, there you go. But you know what? I also wanted to put in my own thing. And when I was a drinker, like 7 days a week, full-time job, 2 jobs, do bullshit party girl, I loved my shots. And my favorite shot, 2 of them. One was called an Irish car bomb, which was with a beer, and it was wonderful. You can order it, double it, triple it, whatever. Look it up. Now remember, the first thing you get is awful, but the drink is wonderful. The other drink I loved was B-52. Now that is a name of a bomber, a fucking bomber for war. But the drinks are awesome. It gets any girl liquored up and ready to fuck whatever. But you guys don't have that anymore. You have internet, and you can't get girls drunk on the internet. But you can put money on the Cash App, so I guess some things work out. Peace.
Oh!
Too much?
Woo! Everyone put your hands together for Virginia Diaz Harper. I love the riffing. I love the energy. I love the accent.
I love you, Brooke.
Oh, I love you too. Can we be
I
friends
love what you're
forever
doing.
and ever and ever?
I got much respect and prop. If I never say the word love, I like this woman with all my heart. For real. I accept it. I'll take it all, baby.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I need to sneak somebody in. Okay. I'm gonna sneak somebody in. He's really, really funny. He's been coming to the Anarchy. He has to go somewhere, so we're gonna sneak him in. A lot of people weren't here earlier, and I'm the host, so it's fine.
Do it.
Just put your hands together right now for Josh Mandel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I went to the proctologist the other day, which I feel like is so annoying because your asshole's not supposed to give out until like you're at least 70. You know what I mean? Like I should still think the proctologist is the guy who hands out the SAT.
My sister would love that.
Give her the link. The doctor comes in the room. He has 2 plastic forks in his breast pocket. I was like, "Can I get like a doctor with a stethoscope, please?" He says, "Turn around. I'm going to take a look at your ass." You can imagine my surprise when he took a look in my ass. I left that appointment as part of me too. And then he tried making small talk with me. He was bragging how he was kind of like bragging how he was saying black people like him. He was like, yeah, a resident just said to me, "Dr. G, you're the whitest black guy. You're the blackest white guy I've ever met." And I couldn't say anything about it because I was in what's known as the human puppet position. And speaking of positions and whatever, do you think that the sexual position used at conception affects what type of person you become? I'm really feeling like a doggy baby. Did someone just howl? I can't tell if that's a sex joke or a dog joke. Or my friend's a dumbass. I was like, dude, your parents clearly had sex on top of a washing machine. All the vibrating scrambled your sperm.
Oh, ew.
Loader.
And like sex positions and acts are like so fun, but they're like hard to ask for. You know what I mean? Like I think there should be a menu on the wall. I would so much rather order a number 9 than a reverse corkscrew. And also, like when you think about sex in terms of food, it makes everything so much more clear because like, why would I eat food with a rubber barrier? What if
Come on.
what if we ate food without a rubber barrier and then like right at the end I'll stop eating and throw up on your stomach?
Ew.
Better
Yeah,
than that.
it's been getting a lot of ews. I was like, I think it might be time to go, but I'm gonna give it one last shot at Brooks' mic because if Brooks so nice at work, anyone work there, and she was just like, nah, not that one. Okay.
Yes, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Great job.
Are you how old are you again, Josh?
I'm 19.
19.
Damn.
Thanks, Brooke.
We got a range. We got a range here. Some people looked uncomfortable. I just wanted everyone to know it's okay. 19. He can say those.
He's legal.
Oh hell yeah! The futures for you all are so bright, so bright. It's
How to
awesome.
wear shades.
Yeah, there they are. These are cool ones.
There you go.
Everybody looks really cool. All right, on deck now is Jamie. But Jamie, I don't know if is here. In case Ben Miller might be on deck. Okay. He's on Vision Fest, which I think is like a peyote trip. It's December 31st, 4 p.m. Eastern. It says imagine, create, manifest. Yes, obviously a ayahuasca adventure. Please put your hands together for AJ Capuccio.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yep. I'm from Bangor, Maine, as you can see from the teeth, but I'm not doing the teeth set today. The most anticipated thing ever is making progress. The vaccine. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you got your cootie shot. Slash, slice. They've implanted a tracking device. And now we can all go back to our breathy, sweaty, math gathering business. Especially us gays. We really like our mass gatherings, both mass and femmed gatherings. Especially the guy who went to Fire Island with a pending COVID test. He's not invited to our post-immunization suck and fuck, but at least I'm just grateful that I got to go to Boston Pride last summer. It was interesting that the parade was just a corporate cash grab. The parade was just a herd of rainbow-washed advertisements. Amazon had a float. It's good to know they treat their LGBT employees as poorly as everyone else. You can be out of the closet for as long as you stay in the warehouse. Even other transgendered workers to identify where they feel most comfortable on the gender spectrum for as long as they don't identify as a union worker. They don't care about us. That's fine. I know why I'm there. I'm there for the rainbow swag, the stuff we all get. I'm on the sidewalk rolling a pile of wristbands and stickers and shit yelling, throw some more, because I'm a swag whore. Speaking of whore garbage, have you heard of the Wish shopping service? They bring the Malaysian warehouse to you. Somewhere there's a shitload.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for.
Pay tax on it. Pay tax.
Yep. Penis-shaped lipsticks, crack pipes, that sort of thing. They'll send it to you for a small shipping cost, but the catch is the shipping is so slow by the time you get it, you're just like, oh, there's that phone case that doubles as a sex toy I ordered 127 days ago. Call me. I have it on vibrate.
Nice.
It's better to make yourself a fluffer nutter than be a fluffer and make him nut.
Making it.
Thank you. That's my time.
Jay Capuccio from Bangor, Maine. Woo! That was really funny. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On deck now is Gary Mox Pattison. But first, from New York City, please put your hands together for Ben Miller.
So Matt was talking about how he doesn't know how lasers work, which is a coincidence because my entire set is about how lasers work.
Whoa.
So laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, the radiation being light. And no, I'm not going to tell any jokes. I'm just going to explain how lasers work for 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Sometimes we come here for comedy. Sometimes we come here to suffer.
For knowledge.
So yeah, so how laser eye surgery works is there are 2 lenses in your eye. There's the outer lens, there's the cornea, there's the inner lens, which is called the crystal lens. And what a laser does, how dare you, Matt? We both live in New York City. I will find every
He's gonna beat
person
off
in
to
New
this.
York. There's only 8 million people to go through, and you are one of them, and I will find you, and I will show you how lasers work, okay? What
John
happens
Wick
is
style.
the cornea, it focuses light in your eye, right? And sometimes cornea is a little bit too big, and it's a little bit too small. And laser eye surgery, it slices off a little piece of the cornea so it can properly focus the light onto the fovea, which is the back of your eye. Now, how laser pointers can blind you is because of poor production. So most laser pointers should be under 5 milliwatts, which means it is a class 2 laser, which means that it is okay to look at. But some of them are above 5 milliwatts because they're shittily produced, or they produce infrared radiation because poor manufacturing processes. And what happens if too much infrared light gets in your eyes is it'll burn the rods and the cones, and it will genuinely make you go blind. So the laser eye surgery is actually coming in sort of like this. It's not touching any of the rods or the cones in the back of your eye. And have I lost any of you yet? Are you all following me?
I'm with you.
Be a test at the end of my set. Okay. There are three types of lasers. There's a solid state laser, which is the first ever laser made, which is just a solid tube of ruby. Very cool. There is a gas laser, which has a gas as the lasing medium. The third type of laser is a laser diode. So laser pointers are very small powered. They are laser diodes. The same technology used to make an LED. It's exactly how you make a laser. You just slap some mirrors on the end, boom, boom, bam, and then out comes a laser. So that's what the laser pointer is, just a little, edge emitting diode with some mirrors and stuff. And the one that they use for the laser eye surgery is probably like a gas laser, because solid state lasers are very expensive. And even though the healthcare system in this country is fucked enough that hospitals have enough money for solid state laser, it's just absurd that they would use that for sort of application. Do you understand, Matt? Yes or no? 10 seconds.
It's
All
real.
I know is I'm gonna keep doing the joke.
It is a good joke. I'm sorry. Sometimes I love science more than comedy. That's a flaw of mine. Goodbye. You've all been lovely.
Good job.
Keep it going for Ben Miller. If I know anything, I love science. I love math. That was fantastic. I just wanted to know if any of Nikola Tesla's formulas made it into the laser, so that I think he actually helped design the death laser on accident. We all know too much. We know way too much. Let's just keep it funny, keep it light. We don't want anyone, coming to get us tonight. All right, I'm almost to page 2 of my list here. I am gonna sneak Desiree in because she showed up. She's here. I'll sneak her in. Not yet. I know, we're excited. Everyone loves Desiree. On deck is Amanda Cruel. Okay, so this guy, I think. Oh yeah. Okay. So he hasn't been to this online mic, but I met him in person. I met this guy in person in Omaha at the Barley Street Barley Street open mic. He travels and he does comedy. He's from Fargo, North Dakota. Please put your hands together for Gary Mox Patterson. Patterson.
Thank you, Brooke. I am Mox, M-O-C-S, short for Man of Constant Sunshine. This coronavirus has cast some dark shadows on my constant sunshine. My biggest disappointment occurred when the city of Fargo moved annual spring cleanup week from May to September. My wife's birthday and our anniversary are both in June. That move forced me to purchase presents for Terry this year. Just before everything shut down, Terry and I took the casino bus to Hankinson, North Dakota, to Dakota Magic. When I got up to use the bathroom, I saw a large red X through the male-female symbol on the bathroom door. Now, I had no idea that passengers having sex in the bathroom of the casino bus was a problem. But if so, wouldn't a simple one at a time suffice? Which might also discourage gay sex in that bathroom. When you have sex in the bathroom of an airplane, you join the Mile High Club. So if you have sex in the bathroom of a bus gliding across the very flat plains of North Dakota, do you join the slightly above sea level club? And what club would you join if you have sex in a porta potty? I have no idea, but I am fairly certain that club gained 2 new members last October during tailgating before the North Dakota State South Dakota football game. At noon, I saw a guy and a gal enter a porta potty. At 12:22, they emerged, giving a thumbs up to their friends gathered outside. What? Now, I have had hundreds, quite possibly thousands of sexual fantasies in my lifetime. Not a single one has featured a porta potty. I am Mox. Thanks for listening. Good to see you again, Brooke.
Yeah, good to see you. Man of constant sunshine.
Love it.
Thank you.
Fargo, North Dakota, everybody. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wow. So fun. All right, on deck is Seth. Seth Rabin is on deck. Our next comedian, I don't see her, but is she here? Okay, cool. She's not here. All right, so on deck is Ira, our next comedian from Madison, Wisconsin for now, and wants me to promote his temporary sanity. So that's really cool. Have a little bit of sanity. I feel like if you're actually awake in this society, it's normal and completely regular to not be okay. Yeah, I think that's the norm right now, is to not be okay, and that's okay, right? To not be okay. We can be all weird and wild and strange together. But like I said, from Madison, Wisconsin, for now, please put your hands together for Seth Rabin.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you all. This week is a special anniversary for me. It'll be 9 months since I last performed stand-up on stage. It's been since March since I did live stand-up. So basically what that means is 9 months. That means all the jokes that bombed in March have now given birth to new jokes that will eventually bomb on stage. So any 69ers in the house tonight?
Hell yes, thank you.
All right, a little too excited, but okay.
Come on.
No, but I don't it sounds fun. It sounds like something fun I'd love to do someday. But I think I'm more suited to 19ing. Do you guys know what 19ing is? That's when you are in bed with a woman, you try to suck your own dick, and the woman's just lying there like, why am I even here?
Well, there you go.
All right. All my life, I've been bad at following directions and being able to pay attention and stuff. In a way, I think that's a good thing because that's probably one of the reasons why I don't do drugs is I would just do it all wrong. Like I have that bowl in front of me. Like I wouldn't know what to do next. Do you put the milk in and then the heroin, or then the heroin and then the milk? Like I just get confused with that. So my family has had weird traditions of. I've had some awkward celebrity encounters. My mom, one time when she was in the Girl Scouts, she took a trip to Israel, and according to my mother, she accidentally tripped Bob Dylan. And that kind of, it's true. That, of course, that's what she said, apparently. So obviously, my mom wasn't paying attention. She should have been paying attention. She shouldn't do that stuff. But I'm not gonna lie. If I'm at like the zoo and there's like that tiger pit, that zoo exhibit where the tiger pit is like ferocious and really angry, and Ed Sheeran is on the top singing a song to it, I gotta keep the tradition going. I'm sorry, Ed. That got dark. All right, so today's another anniversary. Today's the anniversary of John Lennon's death, and supposedly after the guy shot Lennon, he went, I think, on the curb of a street or something, and pulled out a book and read The Catcher in a Rye. And here's the thing: if I was ever going to do something that crazy, I would probably read Where's Waldo, because if you kill a music icon and you can't find Waldo in that castle, something's wrong with you. All right, that's my time. Thank you guys very much.
Seth Raven. Thank you for being here. You're silly. Got lots of silly people here, which I really like. On deck is Dylan. Dylan, everyone, he is the owner of the Backline, so he's the reason we're all here. That's pretty cool. Our next comedian, gosh, she's fantastic. She's been coming here for a while. I'm quite fond of her. I think we all like her quite a lot. Funny, yeah, too. She's also quite funny. Please put your hands together for Ira Claiborne.
Hi, everyone. It's lovely to see you. You know by now that my name really is Ira. My mom started out with like a cruel tease of male privilege and then ripped it away. I have a vagina. Guys, if you can't tell by my top and bot, I'm a late. Okay, well, so the same thing happened to me actually again. Whenever I came out as gay, I lost all my straight privilege, right? So like men won't buy me drinks anymore, and you know, they won't hold the doors open for me as chivalrously as they would have. And like I started getting speeding tickets again. So that's rough. I tried to be like a rough and tumble butch Leslie too. And if you can't tell, that didn't work out too good. You know, it was really honestly because getting dressed was easier. Like you men, you're so fucking lucky. Your outfit choices are so simple in comparison to women. You have like a shirt with buttons, a plain shirt, this color, like khakis, navy, you know, and women have like curves and titties and shit to consider that you guys wouldn't even, I mean, like, sure, I guess your balls, you're worried about your ball. We have like upper balls that are way more problematic than y'all's balls. I don't know. So I tried to do men's clothes for a long time until I realized that I have a feminine body and maybe I could get some of that straight privilege back if I just wore form-fitting clothes. So then I'm a great equalizer, right? You're welcome, universe. It's been working out very well. I grew up in the South, so I started wearing tight clothes, but you know, some people pack heat in the South, right? Some people have a gun of different sizes, of different lengths, right? And what I realized is that I'm pretty anti-gun. No surprise there, because they're like fucking dicks. No matter what you're strapping your little dick, right? They could be huge dicks because you've got a small one. You could get a little teensy dick because you still feel like you need protection. But either way you slice it or dice it, guns are like dicks. I'm not in support of them. They gross me out. They spit stuff out the end. I don't like what comes out the end of that motherfucker. Well, either one, really. That's part of why I'm gay. So, I mean, I feel like maybe if we had more control on guns, well, sit with that. That's exactly right. I think we'll wrap up right there. Black Lives motherfucking matter. Backline has saved everybody million nights in a row. Thank you guys so much for doing this. Rock on, XOXO.
Ira's like and her big to medium sized gun. Gun control, am I right? Y'all are great. All of y'all are great. I keep looking around and it's just amazing. And like some of you all, I only know a little bit. Some of y'all I know more. But like this is a lot. This is a lot of awesome in one little spot. We're lucky. Okay, enough of that. Bo Applegate is on deck. Okay. Our next comedian, I don't know. He's like the king of improv. He's fabulous at improv. He's pretty good. He's just funny. He's just a silly, silly guy. Please put your hands together for Dylan Oaks. Woo!
Hello, I am Dylan Oaks Rohde. My favorite B horror movie is My Girl. Just a little info about me. I want to start off with good first impression. You know what they say about first impressions? They're hold on, I got this one. It's I wrote it down. It's no, that's just a suicide note. It's not mine, not my suicide note. Okay, it's fine. Everything's they don't need it anymore. So, they're doing better. Speaking of impressions, I'd like to think of what Eminem would be like if he had a nice childhood. So this is Eminem if he had a good childhood. Look, if you had a number of shots or a bunch of opportunities, anything you ever wanted at any moment, would you capture it? Or just try later? Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's lobster bisque. I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm taking the dog for a walk. I'm doing the dishes. I'm mowing the lawn. And then I'm cleaning out my closet. Never diss my own mama just to get recognition or for any other reason. I love my mom a whole lot. Now this is real quick. I got to get this in. I'm working on some family-friendly raps. So I wrote these down. I want you to tell me how they are. Okay, family-friendly raps. Hey, this Christmas, I'm hanging with my fam. I'm quarantining now so I can hug my gram and give her a kiss, because that's my jam. Then grab her ass, because she don't give a damn. Okay, sorry, wrong kind of friendly. Hold on, let me try another one here. Not sexual. Just yesterday, I hung out with my brother. We both just like to spend time with each other. He's my best friend. There ain't no other. And we both jerk off on a picture of mother. I got one here that's not sexual, I'm sure. Hold on, just sorry. Yo, one time I fucked my cousin. Okay, sorry. That was it. Thank you very much.
Family friendly. Dylan, everyone, just coming in and killing it like he's been coming here every week. He should be. or something. It's okay. You don't have to, but you could. You should. You don't have to, but
Shit.
one more round of applause for Dylan, everyone.
Yeah.
Buy a Backline hoodie, buy a Backline t-shirt. I send you the link in the email. I know Kate Burrell, I think, bought one. She put a picture on the Instagram with her in that cute little shirt. Okay, Ian Ryland Smith, you are on deck. You are on deck. Our next comedian is the host of Hack Seat, which is a poorly produced talk show that features poorly produced comics. Yeah.
Pretty much.
It was
Pretty
just
much.
the first time. Everyone, please put your hands together. Wait. From Rhode Island, which is neither a road nor an island. Please put your hands together for Bo Applegate.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. I'm originally from California, so this is a big letdown. So I did the whitest thing I could possibly ever do last week. I bought a birthday cake for my dog. All right. Not just any birthday cake. I didn't just go down to Sam's Club and pick one out. No, this was a custom ordered birthday cake from a pet boutique. And the real twist here is I didn't order the cake. My wife did, and she's Mexican. So that really just means that I am cultural Clorox. I whitewashed my wife. Every time I go up to Mike, it just feels like a job interview now. I just feel like I should just be answering the same questions over and over again, like a little about me. Well, I'm a middle-aged white man, emotionally damaged in the maturity of a 12-year-old. And when I'm not telling dick jokes, I'm searching the internet for bad memes and obscure porn. My strengths. Somebody likes obscure porn. Right on.
Yeah.
My strengths. Well, I'm a team player with go-getter attitude. I can drop a punchline every 12.2 seconds, and I can cut up an 8-ball of Coke in under 3 minutes. Everybody loves that one. My weaknesses? Well, there's lots. To start with, I'm a teacher from California who left Los Angeles to move to Rhode Island. Yes, where I quickly suffered emotional breakdown, and I forgoed traditional therapy to get on stage and debase myself for no one's entertainment. And my education? Well, yes, I have a master's degree in teaching, which is surprising because it didn't teach me shit. From a very prestigious online university that went out of business a week after I paid off my student loans. Yes. I think probably one of the widest things anybody could ever say is that I don't see color. Because it is it's something that's people say, I don't see color. And I'm thinking that is a very white phrase. And it's a very white way to say, I don't have any black friends. All right. Well, no, I'll just leave it at that. I got 15 seconds. I'll give it back to the group.
Oh, Applegate, everybody. Yeah. We're the home of breakdowns, so you fit in perfect right here. Promise. That was really cool. All right. Kate, I believe, is on deck. Kate Burrell, our next comedian. He's from Pussyville. He says he's from Pussyville. It's not true. You're from South Dakota. All he wants for Christmas is Bitcoin, but he'll also accept altcoins. Anywho, but he also made that really cool song at the beginning. If y'all were here, if you weren't, you could watch it later on the Facebook or something. Please put your hands together for Ian Ryland Smith.
Yes, thank you. I also had a fortune cookie, and it said, you can be trusted to keep a secret. So if any of you guys have a secret, you can tell me. you can tell me. You can give me a call at 605-366-3570. I'm also offering a service where if you can't fall asleep at night, you can call me and I'll explain Bitcoin to you. I'll give you an example. Ian, please, I can't sleep. Can you explain Bitcoin for me? Oh, of course. Bitcoin is a revolutionary technology that uses a thing called blockchain to works every time. You can pay me in like Bitcoin. Okay. Let's see. So there's this thing. I heard it on the TV. There's this thing called Prevagen. And what it does is they use jellyfish goop and they use it to make your memory more gooder. So you have gooder memory, so you can remember things. I should probably get some of that, but that's beside the point. How did they figure out that jellyfish goop was the cure for memory problems? Did some guy just go swimming through the jellyfish and he was like, oh God, I remember everything. I can tell which one of you all has a slow or fast internet based on when I hear laughter. Some of you on the West Coast comes here a little bit later. I don't know. I don't know where y'all are from. Let's see. What else do I have? Well, that one's kind of controversial. That's what we need more of in this world. Controversial material from a white guy. Am I right? That what we need more of? We need more people like Joe Rogan. And who's the other white guy everyone hates? Jay Wood? Oh no, only some of us know who that guy is. More controversial material from we need more controversial material from people who aren't white guys. Like I'd like to hear what some oppressed people have to say. All right, thank you very much.
Woo! Keep it going for Ian Ryland Smith. Woo! FYI, some oppression you cannot see. They might look fine from the outside. I just want to show you something I got in the mail.
Aww.
Y'all recognize her?
No, we know what the fuck it is.
That's Dana. That's Dana. What Wisson? One of the awesome comedians that we have met via Zoom, via shutdown, via quarantine, via the world says, and we said, we'll try our best to make the best of it, and then we got to meet so many awesomes. And then like a bunch of y'all, it's your first time here tonight. So that's really neat. I'm just looking at y'all. Sorry. I'm just taking a moment. It's important to be where you're at. Okay. Try not to think about all the things tomorrow or in 3 years or all the things yesterday. Just be where you are. Just be there. It's easy. It takes a lot of the sting out of life. I don't know why I said that, but I put in the chat. We added David, and then before David, Desiree. But first, from Phoenix, Arizona, she's in a show coming up. She's gonna do fantastic at it. She's hilarious and fun. She's actually gonna bring her show back for a little bit. And if you run a show, put her on it. She's really cool. Right now, put your hands together for Kate Burrell. Woo.
Ian, do I count as one of the oppressed people who can be offensive now?
Sure. I think women have had a hard time.
Thank you.
I definitely think we should decapitate men's heads with the WAP now, so I'm going to say that. The legs are right there. You just go, whoop. Death by WAP. Everybody would be like, see, that guy was too horny. He was just too horny. So my name is Kate Burrell. I stole this scarf from a Lifetime original Christmas movie. My dream one day is to stand up for myself and yell, "No, boy, you listen to me. I deserve better" at my work husband. But first, I need a work husband. But before that, I need some coworkers at work. So I freaked out at a decapitated corgi on my neighbor's front yard. But then I took a second look at it and I realized it was a broken Christmas decoration. So I don't know if I'm okay. My boyfriend had me sign up for Bumble BFF, and Bumble BFF immediately recommends me all the local alcoholics I can be an emotional caregiver to. So it's more designated driver BFF. I was talking with one of my matches on Bumble BFF, and I asked her to describe a brunch place for me, and she only describes it in one word: Instagrammable. So then I ask her, does that mean everything's filtered? I do love the one woman who is on there is like, please, no dating. Don't hit me up for dating. Who's using Bumble BFF to date besides me? Just kidding, just kidding. Just looking for a short fling. Just kidding. I'm looking for a one night stand. Just kidding. I want attention. I keep being advertised this toy called What's Its Face? And it's like this toy that teaches emotions and reading the face. But I just want an adult version of the toy called Why the Meh Face, where the toy shows no emotion on the face and somehow I'm still expected to read its mind. I feel like I should be allowed to text the toy. So I hate that we fight and all, but maybe you should sleep on the couch tonight. I'm Kate Burrell.
Hey. Woo! Woo! Yeah, she is from Phoenix. That's why she came in so hot. Woo! I'm probably only like 69 or something here today.
Yeah. You would love it.
I'll have to come visit next November, December time. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna see every one of you. Every one of you. Dylan, I could probably go see you right now if I wanted. He's like 5 minutes away. 15-minute walk. We used to live closer to each other, like right there. Isn't that weird?
3 houses.
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Whoa, you were that." Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, David is on deck. Our next comedian is from Ontario, Canada, and Ontario and Toronto. No, sorry. She's hilarious. She's really, really sweet. We love her. Please put your hands together for Desiree Walsh.
Woo! Much like New Jersey, when I first started coming to the mic, I didn't realize the Backline was a place, like an actual brick and mortar place. I thought it was just like a very odd name Brooke gave her virtual open mic. Yeah. So I am Canadian. I'm from Toronto, and I've been doing a lot of Zoom mics with Americans, and I really like it because I'm learning so much about America. For example, did you know that New Jersey is a state? For most of my life, I thought it was a suburb of New York. It turns out I was getting it mixed up with that island, the Staten Island. Yeah. And I don't know very much about Staten Island. Like, I only know 2 things, and they're very unflattering. So I did some research on Staten Island, and I Googled like interesting facts about Staten Island. And a tourism website came up with 13 facts. The most flattering one about Staten Island is that it has the largest garbage dump in the U.S. That was the best one, like top 5. And isn't the garbage something we're supposed to be hiding from the tourist? Like, I'm from Toronto, and on our tourism website, we talk about like the lake and the Sky Dome and the CN Tower. We leave out things like the homeless problem, the affordable housing issue, the lack of wheelchair accessibility. That we're also kind of mean for a Canadian city. Like, seriously, other Canadian cities do not like us, but you should come see us. You really should. Yeah, we leave that out. I just find that very funny. Seriously though, if you use a wheelchair, don't bring it to Toronto because it's very not wheelchair accessible. I use a wheelchair, so I know. Yeah. Does anybody know what we do with the Pogs now? Like the game from the 90s with the circle paper disc? What do we do with those? Because they're the only like 90s toy that hasn't come back around. I have thousands of them at my mom's house. Like the Polly Pockets came back around, so we gave them away. And the Trolls came back around, so we gave them away. And the Barbies never left, so we gave them away, but not the Pogs. Lawn Darts has made more of a comeback than Pogs, and I find that ironic because who was like, let's give the children knives again and see how that goes. Just knives to throw on the ground. Thanks, I'm done.
Woo! Desiree Walsh. Aw. You see what I mean? She's just fantastic. And here I am. I put a knife into a pomegranate and it squirted out this red juice. It kind of looked like blood. She's like, knife in the ground. And I was like, this is real life. This is real life. This is happening right now. All of this magic. All a part of it. Look at that. That's just so cool. On deck now is Chino. Lovely, lovely Chino. Well, yeah, I know, right? We're excited. Before him, we got this awesome comedian. He runs a couple open mics. So if you like having a good time, jump on those. One is a bunch of bullshit, so you can bring all your bullshit. The other one's for newcomers, so there'll be a lot more newcomers. You can feel comfortable being a newcomer, which is nice. Like in here, everyone's like professional, right? So it's very stressful. Please put your hands together from Tennessee, David Habel.
Woo! Hey, everybody. I'm 30. That has no relation to my set. Let's see. I'm adopted. I was taken from my family when I was 4 to protect my safety. And so when I was 5, I was in my second foster family. And we took an international trip, and we went to Albania, and we went to Turkey. And going to Turkey, we went to this marketplace that was called the Grand Bazaar. Now, my aunt had read in a guidebook that if you have small children there, you'd need to keep them on a leash. So they didn't just get a leash, they got a cat leash.
Oh no.
And put it on my belt loop. And I was so insulted. Like even at 5, I still had that a little bit of pride. And like I remember thinking like, this is so humiliating. How do I deal with this? And so I my dad if he was tired of holding the leash, and he said he was. And so I passed it to my mom. I was like, here, Mom, Dad wants you to hold this. And I had hooked it up to his belt loop. And I started towards like the most colorful vendor I could find. There's no punchline to that. That's just a story. I'll tell you another one though. I went to summer camp when I was a kid, and as happened a couple times in my childhood, I made an ass of myself, and so like everyone in the group stopped liking me, and so we went rowing and canoe. Like I had my own canoe, and like I could hear them talking about when I flipped over my canoe. So I was like, I want to show these motherfuckers, and I flipped over my canoe myself. But the thing was, like, I flipped it into a pond with snapping turtles. So like,
Whoa.
Yeah, no, all the counselors were like, swim, 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 swim. And like now I'm just older and I'm like, I appreciate having all my toes and having gotten to have a sex life. Like I just, and it's almost took that away from me. It's almost as bad as Mitch McConnell. All right, I've never told those stories though. I'll tell you one joke. I love banquet pizza. It says microwave high 1 minute. I can do that.
Put your hands together for David Hable. Bullshit Live Feed Mike. Comedy school, off the mic comedy school, open mic. And then all around pretty awesome person from what I can tell from far away. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's in real time. On deck is Alicia Rain, our next comedian. He's been coming here every week except for like one because of John Brecco and his talk show that's on the same time as my show. From Trenton, New Jersey, wants to promote love and peace and really good weed. Put your hands together for Chino de Leon.
What's up, everybody? Quick shout out to Desiree. Basically, kindly saying New Jersey ain't shit. I wish I could disagree with you, but fuck, man, I want to move to Cali so bad, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What we've been doing in Zoom comedy, I've been doing Zoom comedy for about 4 months now. The Backline was actually my first fucking mic for like the first month of doing mics. Yeah, man, this is the OG right here for me. I noticed that I feel like when I do comedy on Zoom now, I feel like Stan from the Eminem video. It's like, how like I'm sitting here like he was saying in the video and I'm just trying to tell jokes. But it's like I'm just telling comedy. I really miss it and I wish it could come back how it originally was. I tell jokes, but it still ain't about you. Oh no, I'm not gonna rhyme right now, but that's how I feel lately. I don't know. I guess I can tell you some new jokes. I have to have sex with a woman 3 times before I can have sex unprotected. I must like her. Yeah, I must like her for me to go down on her, and I must be head over heels for me to eat her ass. But if I'm drunk, I'm pretty sure I'll do all 3 of those in the first fight. Call us, hey man, that's when you find most of the lies is when I'm drunk. Yeah, man, I once told the ex that I liked her sister drunk. I don't remember that, but every time her sister was in the same room, she just looked at me like if I was fucking stalking her sister. Yeah, so guys, don't drink around your girl, man, if you're a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm cured, so no more lies from me. I'm about at least 2.5 years clean. The last lie I made was I made sure I made good with it. I told my ex best friend that I did sleep with his mother. Then he found out that I did sleep with his mother. And it's cool because he's still my best friend. I said X in the beginning to make it suspenseful, but then I switched it back and told y'all he's really still my best friend, even though he knows I slept with his mother. So yeah, that's how good of a liar I was, I really just wanted to try those new jokes. I thank you all the time. Brooke, you're fucking amazing. Everybody here, Ira, all of y'all, the OGs of the Backline. Thank you so much. Black Lives Matter, justice for all those that were unjustly fucking murdered by those who supposedly protect and serve us. My name is Chino De Leon. You can catch me at Chino Got Jokes on all social media. That's my time.
Yeah, oh, that was fun. That was great. I got a little goosebumps. That was really special, Chino. Thank you. This has been a ride. This has definitely been a ride. There was a lot of injustices. Like they've been going on all the time, but if it definitely Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I know there's just like a whole bunch of white people here, but for real.
Like we say in the hood, y'all the cool ones.
Yeah, I was gonna mention it earlier. Dylan was rapping a little bit. He actually has done like improvised rap battles on stage, improvised rap battles on Zoom. And then he like aren't you doing a band and a song? But put some of that stuff in the chat so these people can like watch that stuff. It's fun. All of y'all share your stuff. Natalie has the timer in her window. We are doing 3-minute sets. We might have had like 2 or 3 go over. If we get up to 8, we're going to cancel the lightning round. And that's so much fun. And I want you all to stay for the lightning round if you can. Do another minute of jokes. But if you're so sleepy and your pillow says, please, and your head says, please, then do that. Do that, okay? Don't push yourself. Honor yourself. If you're having fun, keep having fun, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
right. Y'all pumped up after that, Chino. Wow. All right, Alex, you look fantastic. I'm excited for you. You're coming up on deck. Our next comedian, she's been coming here every week too. It's just like, this is so cool. She's the host of the writing workshop called The Workshop on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern. She's fantastic. She's really fun. Put your hands together for Alicia Rain.
Hey everybody. Hey, I have this like wacky cowlick. I don't know if other people like experience that, but it's just like this single hair that just kind of like sits on my face. And I'm like, I can't do it. And so now I just like look like a virginal nerdy Catholic schoolgirl with my little clip on the side. I don't know, pick your poison. I don't know. Also want to give a shout out to Chino for drunkenly tossing salads. Just get in there, Chino.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Yeah, it is. Yep. Tossing salads. Yeah, that's what he's doing Saturday night. Listen, it's holiday time, so that means it's time to celebrate the most famous zombie in the world. That's right. You know who I'm talking about. That's right, Elvis. Yep. Yep, that time that we celebrate Elvis. It's also that time where like old men will say, particularly my grandfather, and then this old guy who is homeless and bums cigarettes from me. Yeah, it's like old guys say things like, only 21 days until the fat man comes. And I'm like, we all know who that is as well, right? Elvis again. Yes, exactly. Yep. Shopping is also kind of big, on everybody's list. And I hate shopping. I really do. I do not like it. Partly because every shopping trip ends the same, just me staring at the dressing room mirror while slow, sad tears fall down my face. The only time I want to be crying those tears are when I'm in the women's bathroom at work. I want to get paid at least minimum wage for those tears. Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I got like 15 seconds. So I guess I'll just say I'm gonna be like Marie Antoinette and I'm gonna be headed out. I'm Alicia Rain. Thank you so much.
Woo! Yeah, any of these comedians are up for being booked, so you can book any of them. You can book any of them. Just hit them up. Hit them up. Say, hey, are you free to do my podcast? And they'll be like, yeah, sweet. here's my headshot. It's real fun. It's real fun. We all love attention. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
We do.
Oh, there I go. Just looking at the Zoom again. Okay. Angela, you're on deck. Our next comedian. He's a regular here. He's also fantastic at improv. He's from actually Nebraska, but right now from Camarillo. Put your hands together for Alex Portillo.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex Portillo, and I live in Camarillo. It rhymes. Isn't that cool? My last name rhymes with the city I live in. What a coincidence. It was a coincidence. I came here for a job. Like when most people move, they move for jobs. So I never really thought, one day I'm going to move to a town where my last name rhymes with the name of the town. So it's in California. So the rest of the set is going to be a bunch of dark California jokes. So I live in Ventura County, which is like about an hour north of LA. And yesterday, the Santa Clara River caught on fire. So that was a big thing that happened. Yeah. So one thing to tell you about this river, like a lot of rivers in California, it doesn't have any water. It's just a bunch of trees and chaparral and bushes and dry grass with maybe water for 1 month out of the year when it rains a little bit. But it caught on fire yesterday. You know what caused it was we were having these Santa Ana winds, and it blew a tree branch on the power line, and then the river caught on fire because the wind blew it all over. Luckily, nobody was hurt and no buildings got damaged. Mainly stayed in the riverbed. But the power company always sends us these notifications saying, "Hey, the winds are picking up. We're going to shut off power to make sure that no trees fall on power lines and cause fires." Oopsie poopsie. Looks like somebody forgot to turn off some power lines. Huh? Also, the governor, Newsom, he's locking up a bunch of everything. I can't even keep up with all the restrictions. It's just like we basically can't go out unless we're going to go to the stores or the doctor or something. But he got caught a few weeks ago going to a birthday party. Oopsie poopsie. At least he admitted to it. He's like apologized. He's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm sorry." So I can't stay mad at him. Some politicians just will deny everything. But he got caught. He admitted to it. He apologized. We can move on. Today, around like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I hear this thing on my phone going. I was like, "Oh God, what? Is there another fire? Is there an earthquake? Is there a tsunami? Is there a bomb coming?" It was like, I get on my phone, read the notification. COVID is bad and it's getting worse, so stay inside. I'm like, you should have rang that alarm like 10 months ago. Come on. Oopsie poopsie. See you guys later.
Woo!
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know. I was thinking about you, and you're so funny at improv, and when you do characters, and I was like, he should do some of his characters and his jokes, and he kind of did, and I didn't even say anything. Wow. Oopsie poopsie. Oh, on deck is Ami. Ami. Anywho, before that though, from Omaha, Nebraska, she wants me to promote kindness, which I feel like we're doing pretty well at that. She was at the Anarchy, which was really cool. Please put your hands together for Angela. Najocks?
Well, it's no jokes, but it's not jocks, but I say no jokes because I married and divorced it. So glad that happened. So I'm a therapist now, but it took me a long time to get here. I was a stripper for a very long time, which means I have the stripper mentality maxed out with college education. It's a struggle. The struggle is real, I'm telling you. So I just wanted to also talk about all the sanitizing everybody's doing. I was in a class the other day, and every 5 minutes, the teacher's handing you the sanitize bottle. I said, "You're really a sanitized pimp." So you had to ask me several more times. I think he thought my hands were dirty, but now they were just slimy with alcohol content. My 6-year-old grandson, he's a pretty funny character. You know, he likes to play video games. He shows up to be babysat the other day, and he has this big green thing, and I'm like, "What is that from?" And he says, "Minecraft." And I'm like, "Okay, and what's its name?" And he says, "The Creeper." Those of you who play know what I'm going for, right? It looks like a giant green penis with 4 balls. And how do you tell your grandson, like, "Why are you carrying that around? That's inappropriate." His mom did not agree. Apparently she hasn't seen enough of them. I do behavior function assessments on people. And what I have found is that as a behavioral specialist, those who cannot do teach. So my job really is. I'd like to also say that in the pandemic, I don't know how many of you guys have noticed this, but there's always like a foreign hair from somewhere, you know, like your boob, your forehead, your nose. What is that about after 30 years old that we have foreign hairs? I don't understand how that works. The other thing I like to mention is dating sucks at this age. It's really hard. You go out with somebody, and if you're a food whore like I am, you're hoping to get fed. And then you end up talking to them a couple days later, and they tell you that they ate the thing that you really wanted all along, a McRib. Like, how hard is it to eat a fucking I know McDonald's is expensive now, but it's a McRib. It comes like one time a year. Fatty's got to eat, people. Fatty's got to eat. But I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Be kind.
Angela. Very, very fun. I hope that you were looking around. Everyone was smiling and laughing. They really liked you. That's pretty cool.
Thanks.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
And that you live in Omaha. Yes. That's really cool. All right. On deck is Janice. Janice is on deck. She's fantastic. But before her, okay, so she was coming here all the time, and then she's like, "Gosh, I'm smart. I want to be paid for how smart I am." So she's in college, and then she has tests, and it takes up all her time. But she had finals, and so she's here. She's from Seattle, originally from Hawaii. Please put your hands together for Ami Om.
Hey guys, that was so sweet. Thank you, Brooke. Nobody sings my name quite like you. A lot of people are taking pictures of their Christmas tree. I'm seeing them on Facebook, different variations of Christmas trees. I don't have a Christmas tree. I kind of just decorate my bed like a Christmas tree. Just instead of ornaments, it's like sex toys and snacks.
Nice.
It's a little bit more durable, you know, ornaments, not ornaments, if you will. People aren't supposed to visit their family this Christmas, which really great. I haven't had to visit my partner's family in like a year. They kind of suck. You know, silver linings. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about dildos more. I got a new sex toy on Black Friday. I did shop like a good little capitalist girl. It's one of those clit suction tools. Very small. It's supposed to be quiet. I recommend it. Yeah. There's no joke there. That was just the PSA. The first time that I actually saw a sex toy, that's a good story, in real life, not on porn, You know, everybody's first sex toy, either vegetable or hairbrush, right? Where you're with me, hairbrush handle, not the top part. I'm a lady. I helped my family clear out my dad's house when he passed away, and that's where I found my first dildo. Yeah, it was purple, it was round, and I brought it to my mom. I was like, wow, what is this? And you know, it's a back massager. Little did I know. Me and my dad have something in common. Oh my goodness. Gotta finish with farts because that's very close to the dildo. I live with somebody, I live with my partner, and I've become accustomed to getting very, very close to his bowel movements. Like I can hear them in any room I'm in. It's very sexy. It's kind of like, you know, foreplay. And the other day he was opening a growler and it kind of like, and he looked at me and he's like, baby, did you fart in front of me? It was just so sweet. And I kind of let him down. Oh, it's okay. All right. Thank you. I'm home.
Dildos and snacks. I don't think we heard what kind of snacks, but maybe next time. Yeah, her name reminds me of the Justin Bieber song. Ami, 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 Ami. Y'all might not speak Biebs. Y'all speak Biebs. Cool. I'm a believer. On deck now is Haley Hackett, our next comedian. She was here last week. Oh, she was fantastic. And I just can feel it. I have goosebumps already. Please put your hands together for Janice Rodriguez.
You're so sweet. You make me feel good about myself. Well, right? Well, yeah. A for farts, but B for like constipation. I just had like Metamucil in here, so living my best life, guys. Wait, after 40, babe, shouldn't stop. So you know what? The pandemic's been really hard on everybody. I get it. I don't want to get in the pandemic Olympics, but P.S. I win the gold. That's the worst, but I am trying to look again, silver linings, gratitude, was doing like a journal every day. And then I realized for the last 270 days in my journal, the thing I'm most grateful for is that I don't have any fucking kids. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, God, yeah. I mean, the Lord is good. I'm also an atheist, but it's cool. Listen, so my mom, she's not, you guys don't get it. I'm 42, I'm Latina, I should be a grandma by now. So my mom is and getting real weird about it. I went to go see her, a very socially distanced, mask. She's in healthcare. So she has the, you know, head thermometer that's from far away. So I'm like, wow, she's taking extra precautions. She takes my temperature as I walk in the door, but then I saw her write it down. And then I realized she was checking if I was ovulating. Yeah, we're going to therapy together to talk about boundaries, you know, so working on it. Yeah, COVID, man, COVID-19. I love that they're calling it, like, I know you guys remember the freshman 15, you're supposed to gain 15 pounds when you go to college. Now they're talking about the COVID-19 because it's about 16 and 19 pounds that people have gained since the beginning of COVID. But I'm like, what if you already had the, I can't believe in 2 years there'll be a global pandemic 30? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I've been paying for Weight Watchers for like 4 years, and I just keep gaining and losing the same 20 pounds. That I can't. I don't know. I have a lot of friends that are trainers and stuff, and people are like really healthy. Like I see you working out. Like part of me is motivated, but the other part of me is like gonna finish this bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, you know, like I feel like the better choice. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at the beginning of the pandemic, everybody was like toilet paper. I took it a step further. I am now part of the bidet club. Anybody about that bidet life? Hashtag anybody? It's amazing, man. Once you go bidet, you can't go back. I have to work on that. But listen, once you get that cold blast of water in your poop chute, it's hard to just go back to paper is all I'm saying. I highly recommend it. If you have questions, let me know. Cool, that's my time. Bye guys, thank you.
Denise Rodriguez and her cold poop shoot.
Warm water's extra. That's an extra like $50 for that set.
I totally get extra. Oh, I like your energy. You're really fun. I like the 40 and single and no children. That's the best.
It is. I'm sorry.
May we all be that happy. All right, on deck now is Lolita. Lolita is on deck. Our next comedian. She's living in LA, but like from the other side, and then also the other side. She hosts an open mic on Mondays. It's Good Talk. No, that's her podcast. You know, she's fantastic. Please put your hands together for Haley Hackett.
Hi guys, how's it going? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. I feel tired though, because I woke up this morning to people just ignoring the fact that COVID exists. Someone was having a party. It had to be outside of my door. I know logically it couldn't have been, but it had to be. It was so loud. And I just heard this drunk girl just like talking. And what I realized is the sound of a drunk girl's voice. It's a superpower for sure. It can pierce through anything. Has anyone noticed this? Drunk girls talking, you can hear them anywhere. They'll pierce through concrete walls. You know, they'll pierce through a conversation they weren't invited into. You know, they'll pierce it through a condom. Like that's how real drunk girls' voices. I hate it. Like I just want. All I can hope is that they were wearing a mask, but no way. It would. Gosh, I am doing a lot of self work. So I have a lot of journals. I love journaling. Oh my gosh, I love journaling. But I realize that if I die tomorrow, it's gonna look like two things when someone finds my journal collection. It's either gonna look like I had a really rich inner life. Like I was working on a very in-depth manifesto. Like I was I was going to start the new Scientology. You know what I mean? There's a lot of journals, a lot of competition. And I get it college ruled, so you know I'm doing the real work. I'm pulling weight. Horrible. This is kind of controversial, but you know, I feel like rapists have really small dick energy. And isn't that a good thing? Right. Doesn't that make it a little better? This is a bad joke to follow it up with. Let's just recognize it and move forward. I'm trying to get my boyfriend to hit me. I'm really into BDSM. But I went to therapy. So I'm dating a good guy. Fuck that. Don't do it. When you ask a good guy to hit you, they act like fuckboys act when you ask for commitment. Whatever, let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna speed up because I have like 40 seconds. This is what happened. He's getting better, okay? So the other day, he hit me across the face and called me a bitch. Oh my gosh, guys, so fucking hot, right? But then right after, he was like, oh my gosh, did I do a good job? And I had a, baby, yes, you did so well. Good job, you know, like good job, right? And then I can't help but think about how everyone else at Home Depot felt about that interaction. You know? Anyways, I'm Haley. Thank you guys.
Yeah. See, people are like, how long is too long for an open mic? And people are like, oh, an hour. But like, look at all this. I wouldn't want none of you to not be here. I wouldn't want to not hear any of those jokes. My life wouldn't be complete. Y'all, it's a real big puzzle. It's a real big puzzle we're putting together here. Lots of pieces. Thank you, Haley. Y'all are great. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna have a lightning round. So if you're still here, you'll do another minute. You'll get randomly selected. It's super fun, and you can say like a whole minute worth of jokes or 20 seconds worth of jokes, whatever you're feeling. If Seth's still here though, I want to do all my 69 jokes in a minute. I think I need for him to hear that. Okay, on deck now is Nick Lindemann, our next comedian. She heart mom jokes. We heart mom jokes. She has a podcast called We Heart Mom Jokes. Okay, really cool, from the Bay Area. Please put your hands together for Lolita D.
Hi everyone. That was complicated. We heart mom jokes. It's my podcast. Denise, I feel you about the kids. So Alex, whose name rhymes with California or whatever, he already alluded to it. Like, we're back in lockdown in California. It's been 9 fucking months. And remember when we thought it was going to be 2 weeks? Remember that? I left snacks in my office. I'll just leave that here. I'll be back. I tweeted on the Sunday night, Jesus, 432 more hours before my kid is in school. And now it's been 432 years. My kid and I have been home for 4 centuries. That's what it feels like. So good job, Janice. You made the right decision there. My son is adorable. He's a typical white American teenager. He has his daily dose of Oreos, attitude, and Ritalin. We'd been in the States for like 2 years when he was first prescribed Ritalin. We were living the American dream. I put on 30 pounds and he got an ADHD diagnosis. It's always the journey. And yeah, I lost the weight. I did lose the weight. Yeah. Do you want to know how? Yeah. Ritalin. So hyper, but he has the patriarchy, so I get the drugs. That's how that works. So I went on a date a couple of weeks ago, and this is not one of those jokes where like we pretend it's February and we all have to suspend belief. Like, I was in a crowded theater last week. Like, no, you weren't. Update your fucking material. I was actually on a date a couple of weeks ago, and it was a COVID date, so we just had dinner. I went on a date with a lady and we just had dinner. And I have to tell you, that's the first for me. I don't usually have dinner with a new lady till like the 4th date, after we've moved in together. We use the first few dates to have sex and to see if we like each other enough to get intimate and have dinner. When lesbians say they're having a date and they're eating out, it's not dinner. never dinner. Okay, I'll finish with this. I've been phone banking for Ossoff and Warnock. For the runoff. I know, because I got really tired of fighting with my very hyper teenager. So now I fight with strangers in Georgia.
Way to do it.
My time. Thank you.
Lita, woo!
Wow, keep it going for Lolita. That was fun. You're all fun. Oh gosh, we're getting towards the end. I'll be okay. We'll be fine. Y'all are fun. Y'all are a lot of fun. Erica is on deck. She's fantastic. But first, from Chicago, he has an open mic on Wednesdays for any kind of thing. They do 5-minute sets. You could read a poem. You could strum your guitar. You could probably do handstands for the whole time. I don't know. Yeah. Please put your hands together for Nick Lindemann.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. Always a great time. Love this mic. So, because time is a flat circle, haven't really been writing a ton. Just not a lot's been happening. Hey, I came home from work and sat and looked at the screen again. So I looked back at my old set list from the first time I was on the Backline mic, April the 21st. I'm going to share that with you. Yep, that's right. It's the comedian's version of a clip show, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote Chicago. I apparently was afraid I was going to forget where I was from. I then wrote Tinder. I don't remember. I think the gist of that was you look at your phone for an hour, hour and a half, and then you try not to cry while masturbating. I think you wrote bong rips. I think gist of that was I wanted a guilt-free cough. Take a good bong rip. You don't have to feel like a leper for getting a good, 10, 15-second cough in. Again, April 21st is when I wrote these jokes. Next one was swords. I was hoping that one of the pluses to come out of all of this would be the thought of protecting your house with a sword would be thoroughly discredited forever. Like, stop it. Like, you're not in shape to do anything with the sword. That joke. We're doing that time. Then not telling your wife, the clip of that, the 30-second, not even that. Basic gist of that one was, hey, can you believe my wife is always mad at me? It's like, well, yeah, maybe if you didn't lie to her so much. It was winning an argument. That's just of that was, yeah, women are better at arguing, or at least getting better at arguing because they want to be told that they won. If I can just tell you that you won and go on knowing that I'm right, or tell you you're right, I don't actually have to think it, but that ends the fight. Like, that's win-win in my book. So that was that one. That was the set. I don't know if I got that all in time then. I'm going way under time now. That's it. I'm a little bit back to the room. Clip show, everyone. Extra time for commercials.
Woo! Go next. Yeah. Woo! What up for old school Nick Lindemann? Woo, 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 woo. Where were you on April 21st, huh? You know what? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch that one, and I hope it was just like what you just did. It's probably not, but it might be. It's probably not. All right. Whoa, gosh, so close to the end. Cody, you're on deck, and so that and then Annalise, and then lightning round. I think I'm gonna check with somebody, but I think that's how it's gonna go. Our next comedian from Honolulu, co-host of Anarchy Open Mics. That's on Fridays, I hope. And she's just starting a new show in Honolulu, starting on 12/15. It's called Beach House Bust a Gut Comedy. Please put your hands together for Erica Schwartzkopf.
Hey, everybody. Right on. We get to have shows again because Asian people wear masks, pretty much. Brown people, Asian people. I'm going to live over here. You guys can have the white people. Yeah. No. I had to get a COVID test today because I was exposed. I'm not sick. And it was one of those nasal swab ones, and the doctor's like, this is going to be very uncomfortable. And I was like, really? Who says that? Men who have never had pap smears? I think so. All right. Well, you may not know this, that I used to work for the University of Hawaii admissions office processing applications for college, which is why I know that kids can't read. Either that or their parents can't read. I can't tell. I mean, if you put no in the area that says birth date. It's very difficult. When we ask where you are born, we don't mean what hospital. Okay, it's okay. We ask really hard things like your name and your address. There were some hippie parents, though, you could tell. And I'm talking to you, Sierra Morningstar, Tiny Dancer, Butterfly. And fuck you for making me type all that. There were 80s designer parents. I'm talking to you, Calvin Klein Yamada, and his twin brother, Ralph Lauren Yamada. You may not know that there are a lot of Asian names in Hawaii, and that's why that. There even was an Air Jordan Yamashita. Yes, there was. Listen to me, Barry Manilow Lau. I just feel sorry for you. Much. And listen, if you're saying on your college application that the reason my scores are so low is my parents don't speak English, doesn't really work if you've been in this country 18 years. Two of the applicants married later, looking at you, Shawshank Redemption and Poseidon Adventure. Now they have little redemptions. Thank you very much,
Yeah. The coolest co-host with the coolest hair and the coolest looking place with the neat little artwork. Very fun. Okay. Annalise, you are on deck. Our next comedian from Portland, Oregon has an unemployment mic until he finds a job. It's on Wednesdays. Yeah. Please put your hands together for Cody Webb.
Every time I come up and do stand-up, I wish I would be introduced as a first-time comedian. Because whenever a first-timer does it, they get all this applause and everyone pays attention to them, which I mean they should. They're being brave, but I also would like credit for not being good at comedy yet. Also, I just thrive under low expectations in general. That's why I tell every woman that I have sex with that I'm a virgin. So that way when I'm perfectly adequate, they're like, whoa, that was way better than I thought it would be. Great job, sport. And then they like, and then they like slap me on the ass like they're a football coach or something. I don't know. Yeah, I clearly don't understand how sex works. I don't know why I'm telling this joke. I do have to say, if you are going to try this out, it doesn't work if you're in a multi-year relationship with somebody. Like you can only fuck somebody and then tell them you're a virgin so many times before they start to catch on. So anti-maskers have been coming up with a bunch of excuses to not wear masks. And I think my personal favorite one is, if God wanted me to have a mask, I would have been born with a mask. Which is absolutely ridiculous, but I really wish they would apply that logic to everything else in life. Like, if God wanted me to hunt deer, I would have been born with rifle arms. If God wanted me to take a shower, then why did he make soap so slippery? If God had it meant for us to play the piano, we would have been born with 40 fingers on each hand. It's a pagan instrument. Only the Hindu gods are capable of playing the piano properly. A little fun fact about me. I used to be in an orchestra. It was an orchestra where we only played hollowed out fruits and vegetables.
What?
Yes, I played the corn flute, and I was very good at it. Okay, every time the conductor wanted to know, I asked if I needed sheet music, I'd tell him, nah, I'll just play it by ear. All right, thank you. That is my time. I am Cody Webb.
Cody, you can't come in here and say you're a first-time comedian and kill it like that. You just can't. Not fair to the actual. That was a little corny, but I appreciate it. All right. We got one more and then we got lightning round, okay? This next comedian, she's in an ugly sweater Christmas show on Zoom this Friday, 7 p.m. Central, hosted by Chris Grulin. John Byers will be headlining. Ooh. See me on Facebook or Insta for more details on how to watch. Okay. Right now, please put your hands together for Annalisa Wright.
Thank you so much, Brooke. So, guys, my life is a trapper keeper right now. I'm trapped in my house with my kids, and I have to keep them. So I'm a feminist because I believe women should be able to do whatever they want, work full time, stay at home with kids, do an OnlyFans, but not all three at the same time. That shit is fucking exhausting. So I talked to my mom because I was really stressed out. She said, do you need medicine? I said, no, I'm good. I'm all stocked up. She said, no, not for you. I mean, do you need some Xanax to sprinkle on your kid's cereal? You should do that. And I was like, no, not my Xanax. No. So I'm an attorney, and as an attorney, the most awkward thing is when you have stupid clients. I told a client not to do pot during child custody proceedings because they drug test. He said, okay. Then he came back a month later and he said, I don't do that. I just consume cannabis edibles. I'm like, cannabis. I'm like, oh, good God, brother. I had another client. I told her not to have a boyfriend during her divorce proceedings, and she came back pregnant. I was like, what? She was like, no, it's all good. It wasn't a boyfriend. I just had a one night stand. Clients. So I have a college friend who grew up in Nebraska, got her college degree here, and she moved to Tennessee when she graduated from college to take a corporate job. She couldn't get a promotion because she worked hard, she didn't bullshit enough, and she didn't wear a short skirt. At her performance review, she pointed out that she had the highest production numbers on her team. Her boss said, well, bless your heart. She said, well, fuck you in the ass.
Yeah.
And then she moved to LA and had a successful porn career. It's hard to date as a single mom. I thought I snuck a guy into my house successfully in the middle of the night last night, but my kids heard him leaving. So I had to tell my kids that, Santa came early and he dropped off a load of presents for me. Oh, come on, guys. All right. Annalisa, it's been fun. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Annalisa is from Omaha, Nebraska. Also got her start at the Backline thanks to Dylan and all these other awesome. Woo! Yeah. All right, that was the open mic. We're going to do our lightning round. So you get one more minute. It's up on the clock already. You'll be randomly selected. It could be you right now. Could be you right now. Could be you right now. Yeah, if your camera's on, then you're down. Okay, then I know you're in. Okay. And then Natalie does a thing. She puts a little line next to your name, so I know that you win already. Yeah? All right, cool. Oh, wrong button. It's fun to watch people's faces when they get spotlit, too.
So rich people have costume parties because they have to make up their problems. It's just true. It might not be funny because you had a costume party. Angela, you still here, girl? No. Okay. Well, yes, she's on mute. Those who can't do teach. So I was a teacher, right? And then after that, now I'm a coach of teachers. So I feel like that's the epitome. And I know I said that wrong, because now I just get to sit there and tell you all of my opinions about why things are going wrong. What an awful, shitty job. What did I do to deserve? Nobody should, so I try to be gentle about it. But I've really been feeling that lately. Those who can and those who can't coach. My name is Life Coach President 2020 9000.
Okay, let's get controversial. I don't think Nazis can be stoners. That just doesn't make sense. Like, what would that even look like? Hans, we pass to the left.
Oh, they're muted.
This guy's shit. I hate Jewish people.
Oh.
See, that doesn't make any sense. That's why Nazis can't be stoners. All right. I thought it would work, but I was wrong.
Gary.
Gary.
Gary Mox. Gary Mox, it's you.
I don't see myself, but can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. 2019 was a very good year for me, as I was able to check 4 items off of my bucket list, including one which I thought I would never accomplish. But then last August, I unexpectedly found myself at Coors Field in Denver watching a Rockies baseball game. So I took advantage of that situation and I joined my version of the Mile High Club. During the 7th inning stretch, I whacked off in the men's room. Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Erica.
Here I am.
Erica. How are you? How are you? Listen, millennials, no offense, but I just don't trust people who weren't raised by Love Boat episodes.
Here.
Do you mean to tell me that you were raised by your actual parents?
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I can't say how sorry. Anyway, I have one other joke before I leave for you. I was going to write all these brand new witty jokes, and then I decided to masturbate, so instead I have this happy smile.
Well, hi. So I decided my daughter gave me a present to do my DNA to figure out what the hell I really am. Because, you know, I don't know about your family, but my family tells you so many stories. You're like, really? Okay, I'm African, I'm Mexican, I'm Jewish. Then based on your illnesses, they give you 10 more other options. So we got it done, and it turns out I'm really white. I've got some Mexican too, which sharing that with my children has been, no, that's not me, I'm Irish. So they get to choose apparently what they want to be. And this might explain the rest of my family and the heritage that they decided we were. But anyways, the other thing is that I have cholesterol deposits on my eyelids, and whenever I go somewhere, especially old people and young people, they all point it out. Little old ladies like to ask me, did you get your makeup tattooed? And I'm looking at them like, if I got it tattooed, it would be even, you know, like maybe the same color. But little kids, when they ask me about it, I tell them, hey, eat your vegetables or you get these. And they stop, they eat their veggies.
Dylan.
Yes. So politics are obviously frustrating right now. Also very confusing. Supposedly, if you're pro-life, you're all about the babies, but I don't know anybody who has babies but also has a life. I got in trouble once at an antique store, and they threw me in solitary consignment. Sorry, that one's pretty awful. Last thing here, just some words of wisdom here. Something to remember. Alcoholics miss 100% of the shots they don't take. That's all I got. Thank you very much.
I know a professional athlete. Anytime I want to ask him how to maintain a healthy diet while in training, I'm reminded that he feeds himself and his kids McDonald's for breakfast. And it makes me nostalgic because, you know, when I was a baby, my dad fed me McDonald's and eventually I got chubby. But then I look at the athlete and I just realized I call him dad. Which shocks him because he prefers daddy. Anyway, remember that This Is Your Brain on Drugs commercial? What about This Is Your Body on McDonald's? I would love to see someone destroy a Big Mac with a frying pan. Just like. And this is how your family views you and your friends view you because you can't afford food. Her name's April.
Oh, okay, it's my turn again. So the monolith in Utah, right? And now there's one in Romania. And guess where else there's also one? There's one in California. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about California again because I live there and I gotta remind everybody that I live in California all the time. Yeah. Anyway, I got some theories about the monoliths. It's one or two things. One, it could be early Festivus decorations to get us in the spirit of Festivus. I mean, kind of like a new agey way of celebrating Festivus. Second one is it's a promo for Southwest Airlines because they oddly resemble those little poles that you stand next to with numbers to figure out what boarding position you are in. Like, I hate it. You know how you have to like log in like 24 hours before, and I always forget. So it's like always 22 hours before, and I get like boarding position B69, which means I'm going to get like a middle seat. So yeah, the monoliths, I think Southwest Airlines has something to do with it.
Okay. I'm pushing the buttons right now.
My favorite book is the Guinness Book of World Records because I was too lazy to read in third grade. AJ, did you go to the book fair? Yeah, did you get a book? Uh-huh. A book you actually read? No, I got a big shiny thing with fat naked people and roller coasters in it. Everybody hates roundabouts, but nobody wants to play rock, paper, scissors with me at a four-way stop. Baby is such an overused pop song cliche, it should be aborted from songwriting. If you really loved me, you'd put an onion ring on my chicken finger. You're required by law to square cut your toenails. We live in a totalitarian society. Trump orders his lunch at McDonald's and his coffee at Circle KKK. I must be getting old because I thought a thirst trap was just an expensive beer. A pregnant lady told me she was opting for a natural standing birth. Her spirit animal's giraffe. That's got to be a minute. There we go. You're muted. Wait, time's a wasting.
Hey guys. You know how mothers, when they're fucking high as a kite and the kids are all asleep, they pull out little ornaments? Well, it looks very Georgia O'Keeffe-ish, right? You see it? You see it? It's a candle. But I mean, I haven't looked at my own vagina in like forever. So ladies, help me out. Oh, guys, help me out. Is it this way?
Yeah.
It goes further. Back in the day, about 15 years ago, I found a, some of you guys know what this is, in the garbage. And it was all into like little rat tat, and I kept it that way. The Shamas cap was missing. So it's not safe for fucking candles. So the kids made candles for me. The Shamas lights all the other ones. And they made each individual ones for me. This ain't funny. This is just, you know, my kids. I'm fucking proud. And they made all these little different ones to go putting in the cups for the Festival of Lights that's coming up.
Hi. I wonder if Tom Jones ever meditates Jones. Not unusual to feel calm with you. Not unusual to feel zen with anyone. Now I'm gonna do an a cappella version of the Doctor Who theme. Dun 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 dun. And they say I never use bathroom humor. That was silly. Thank you.
Hey, let me get to the time there. Yeah, hey. Yeah, so I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree, and now I'm professionally able to steam milk. So, yeah, would you like an extra shot with that? Okay. I want to kill myself. So, why did the werewolf say no when somebody offered him a Coors Light? Because he doesn't drink Silver Bullet. What is the name of the scary Care Bear? Telltale Heart. It's fun. It's a fun one. I don't know. This is my impression of Marie Antoinette. Or no, I'm sorry. Get out of here.
I'm gonna see if I remember this older-ish joke. I don't know. In Nebraska, we have a lot of these. They probably have them where you are, like potholes. Do y'all have potholes? I feel like that's not the right name. I feel like they named them wrong. Like they should be like I don't know, like assholes or like I don't know, like this really sucks holes. I don't know, or like alcohols. I don't know. Weed's like not like so dangerous that it's gonna wreck your car up like some of these potholes. That's probably as funny as that one's gonna get. I actually can't drink alcohol. I get really allergic. I get hives and I get STDs, like really bad ones.
Yeah, they're called KID.
No, actually, I have not had any of those. Woo!
Ooh. So some people say stand-up comedy is hard. It's not. I just stand up so you can laugh at me when I fall down. And then it helps if my kids have drawn little dicks on my face first. It's more funny. Other my friends said, like, are you concerned in comedy, like, that people aren't gonna laugh? I'm like, no, my kids scream all day. So if you're quiet or if the audience is quiet, it would be great. I would actually like for the audience to be quiet for a while so I can have some quiet time. So I would tell bad jokes just to get quiet time. You guys walked into a bar, the fourth one ducked. Come on, you were supposed to be silent for longer. All right, thank you guys so much.
You ever think about if we were in 100,000 years ago, like we would all be dead, like we would all die within weeks? It's not even that we have like shitty vision or don't know how to hunt. It's just like 100,000 years ago, you had to be good at everything. Like there were no jobs. There were like 6 people. You couldn't just have a spear guy or a food guy or anything like that. Because if you had a guy who specialized in spear throwing and he eats some tainted chicken and dies, you are fucked. You can't do anything. You no longer can use spears. So basically what I'm trying to say is we should definitely like worship like prehistoric people since they're better than us in every way. I can't tell. The clock's frozen, so I'm just gonna sit here in silence until the next person goes.
Good boy.
I enjoy weird things on social media, but I have a problem with like fake things that people share. Like I've seen it a lot recently where someone will post a picture of a McDonald's hamburger in a box online, and they're like, "This looks exactly the same as it did 10 years ago," and it's just so fucking fake. I mean, every time I've done something like that, I mean, after 3 or 4 months, I always eat it. Yeah, I don't know. This past weekend, I tried to start a small side hustle, stealing chain link, but I wasn't properly prepared to fence it. Quick dating tip, gentlemen. If you ever encounter a woman with nipples that sort of point in alternate directions, just be sensitive and aware that she's going through an identity crisis.
Oh.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh, okay. We got, you wanna? No? Aw, man. Let you, and you look so cool. Anywho, okay, we did a lot. And what am I trying to do? Another one? Gosh, aren't I done? No. Every single one of you is amazing and fantastic, and you give me life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ian, for making that awesome music. Thank you, Natalie, for doing tech. Thank you, Ira, for helping me out. Thank you, Dylan, for having the backline. And you know, everyone for AJ and his future teeth, and Annalise and her hair. I can't take, we've already done a long time. So that's the end of our open mic. Thank you so much. Good